All right. Well, hey, everybody. My name's Nicole Viano. Welcome. Let's begin our time together with just taking a moment to settle in and just sit back in your chair for a minute and let's take a moment for a quick awareness practice. So just softening your eyes, just coming into your own being, acknowledging your inner wisdom, bringing that wisdom to the forefront, being able to gather all that you need here in this time that we spend together. And any strengths that you bring to the table, to bring those to the forefront to help absorb new information and be your authentic self. And just a deep breath in together, a deep exhale out, and come back to this space, feeling energized and ready. So welcome to this impromptu Canva learning about images and just gathering up more information on how you can bring images to life, whether you use those on your social media, whether you use them on an email, a flyer for a presentation, sending it as a card, anything that you can think of for images. And in our work as nurses, I'm guessing that all of us are nurses here because that is all that I shared this with is nurses, potentially nurse coaches, and or nurses. We know that people's attention spans are about 9 seconds. And if any of you have looked at your phone since we've come together, you realize that, oh, look, shiny object. And so when we can use some imagery, you can tap into their attention span a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Using it for social media, thinking of scrolling through, and imagery really catches people's attention, catches your attention, knowing how we kind of float through our lives. And then our brains are really keen into activating towards imagery. So especially images that come from memory or images that are very familiar really help people tap into whatever message you may be contributing to with your words. So imagery can work on its own, and of course, imagery can work with words. But we are just working on creating some beautiful images to help you make it easier in your life. So I'm going to pop up a poll real quick, and here it comes. Who has used Canva? So I have used Canva, yes or no? Just so we can kind of get a headspace of who's here. And yeah, so that maybe some of you won't be able to answer some of these polls. It depends on if you've updated your Zoom settings. So we have, here we go. I'm going to end the poll and then I'm going to share results so you can see. So 3 out of 5 of us have never used Canva, and then a couple of us have used Canva. So we're going to have a wide range of folks here just to share information. And hopefully those of you who have used Canva, you can contribute and or just glean a few more tips on how to use it. I like to remind people that when you're in a learning space with groups, sometimes you can get into the mindset of like, this doesn't apply to me. And if we can shift that to how does this apply to me, sometimes we'll gather more information and be able to pull that into our brains a little bit better. Okay, so let's stop sharing that. I've got one more poll. Let's see. I'm here because here comes the next poll. I want to learn as much as I can. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'd like to create easy images to spice up my social media. I want to begin using more professional images. I want to see what's up. I just want to meet some new people. And I know there's probably more reasons why you're here, but you can pick as many as you want on this poll.
Yeah, how about all of the above?
Yeah, you can choose as many as you want. Pretty sure I did this as a, oh my gosh, a coyote just went by.
Wow.
That's a good sign. Okay, I'll just give you about 30 seconds to answer this poll. 5 out of 5 of us have answered. Maybe you're answering a little bit more, no pressure. And here comes the end of poll. I'm going to share results with you. Yeah, I want to learn as much as I can. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thanks for your honesty. Create easy images to spice up my social media. I want to begin using more professional images. Yes, 5 out of 5 of us want to do that. And of course, I want to meet new people. Yay! So, always a good thing to come together and be here. Okay. So, and then one more question, just because it helps me gauge. This is just what stage are you at in your business? And maybe you don't want a business, you don't have a business, you're just starting your business, you're thinking about it, or you've maybe less than a year you've been doing business. Maybe you don't even want one, it's totally fine. Maybe you just want to learn about images, and that'd be totally fine too. It's fun to actually look at the responses of other people too, because then you realize, oh, good, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in all this stuff. Let's see. Okay, so we got 4 out of 5 of you. And some of us can't participate because we're on a phone. It's hard to do a poll. You probably can't even see it if you're just calling in. Okay, so let's share results. So 2 out of 5 of us just starting, thinking about it, and then less than a year, 2 out of 5. Right. So we are a wide range of folk here today, but we're all in it together and looking to see how we can just improve our images. And yeah, so I'm going to share screen. Let's see. Hopefully I picked the right one. I have too many things up. You know how that goes. Oh, no, I didn't pick up the right one. Okay. I love this. Isn't it fun? Just waiting, wondering what she's going to do. Okay. So hopefully you guys all had a chance to create a profile on Canva. If you haven't, you could do it really super quick. So go to canva.com. Has anybody not done it? Just so I know.
Well,
yeah.
This is Janice. I signed up, but I don't know if it's an actual profile because, this is like Greek to me. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. That's great. This is a good space to be in because the Greek is difficult language. So if you go to canva.com, Canva is really good for being able to remember you. So if you go to Canva, it looks like Sherry is joining us too. Can you see my screen? Do you see, it says on the middle of it in blue, what will you create today or something like that? What will you design?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's my screen. You may have a screen, and some people find it's easy to follow along and do it with me, but other people like to learn to just watch. And so that may be something that you want to do to begin. And then you can play around with it on your own as well, because just because you do it here and then you go and learn more on your own. The good news is that you cannot blow anything up. and you don't have to use anything that you create, but you can use things that you create as well. So, I mean, the the possibilities are quite endless in here. But if you are on the screen, you can listen to me as I go through. Maybe you have your profile up, and I'm just going to give you a quick, let me see here. Can you see my cursor moving around?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you for. Okay, good. So up here on the top right-hand corner, first of all, I want to let you know, I don't get any kickback from Canva. I just wanted to share stuff because people always ask me, and I thought I'll just throw together a quick, not even think about it. I didn't make a presentation fancy, nothing like that. I just said, let's gather some folks. Let's show them a few things, and hopefully it can help. So, I actually had a professional account with Canva because I use it a lot. I love this program. Very easy to use. You can use images without having any fear of sharing those images and somebody coming after you if you have paid for images. So because I have a professional account, it costs me like $120 a year. I swear to goodness, I use it every single day. It's very well worth my investment in that, my business's investment. But you don't have to pay anything. You can use this account for free, and you can still gain a lot of the tools and things that they have for free. You pay $0 and you can still use those images that they have for free. So, it's kind of neat to explore with this program first and decide, okay, is it really going to be worth my while to pay $100+ for this every year? So you can also try it for free, which I'll bring my scroll. I'm actually going to see if I can. My remote. No, I cannot do that. I know in PowerPoint you can make this little, but you could make it a laser, but I don't know how to do it in Zoom. So down here it says at the bottom left-hand corner, it says try Canva Pro. You can do a free tryout, like how it looks with all of the stuff that you can use on the program. Okay, so I'm not going to go into like the bajillion things that are on here, but I'm going to get down and dirty and straight to the point because you want to learn how to make an image. So I'm going to show you an image I recently did in about 30 seconds. Okay, so all I did was here. I thought Valentine's Day is coming up, so this will be very easy to do. So Canva has a whole bunch of templates where you can pull over a template into your little art scenario space, which is what I did for here. I found this one. It says, to my friends, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being so awesome. I'm truly lucky to have you in my life. Now, for some of us, this is really, really small. It's really hard to see. So I want to point out that down at the very bottom, this says 37%. You can make it bigger by just scrolling this black button across. That's bigger. I could see that better now. Because I want to change this because this is not me. You can see those people are not me. And it would be really weird for me to send this off when it's not even anybody I know. So for me, I'm like, well, I could easily just change this photo to me, and I can make this message be something specific to my friends or my loved ones. So I'm just going to show you what I did. And it took me all about 30 seconds to and here's what I did. I changed this to my mom-in-law. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being so awesome. I'm truly lucky to have you in my life. You are the best. So I just changed it from their template to what I thought was really good. So would you like to know how to do that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So here's how we do it. Okay. I'm going to go to my home for just a minute. So I'm going to start very fresh. I'm going to say, I want to create a design. So I'm going to go to the very top on the right, and I'm going to say, create a design. So I'm going to click it, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of things that I could choose from. So for me, it depends on what I'm doing. what I wanted to do at this point, and you actually don't have to think too hard about it, is I wanted to create a Facebook post. So I scrolled down and I look at this Facebook post. It tells me the dimensions. Now, this becomes very important when you start using things for multiple media. So if you're using Facebook post, you can use a Facebook post and you could use it on Instagram as well. The same dimensions are great. You can use a Facebook post if you want to post this on your website. You could use a Facebook post if you just want to attach it to an email. It doesn't really matter about that. But say you were creating a flyer, like you were going to have a presentation coming up, you wanted to create a flyer, it wouldn't make sense for you to create a Facebook post because you'd need a flyer size. Like you were going to print it, you're going to go to the library and put it up, and wherever you're going to put it, you're going to post it. You want it a bigger size. So you would make it, you'd scroll down a little further and you'd see 5.5 by 8.5 inches, which is different, of course, than pixels, which is actually the visual, the way that the photography works. So anyways, that being said, I'm telling you too much information. I pick Facebook post. So I just clicked on that. It creates a blank space in my canvas right here. So there's nothing there. So if I was looking for something, I could scroll down over here on the left-hand side. It has all of these templates that come up. And maybe you are doing it with me, maybe you're not. But I could scroll down and I was like, oh, look, Valentine's Day is coming up. So I want to look at the Valentine's Day templates. So I just went over to Valentine's Day and I started scrolling across to see what they have. And I could see, okay, looks like something. And you can go even further. You can click it open and it has a whole bunch of them. These are not all free. They are free if you put your cursor over them and you see they say free. They're free. So there's a lot of them that are free, but then you see some with a little crown and it says pro. That would be like, you'd have to pay for that one, just so you know. And you could buy credits and you can just buy one thing if you wanted to. You don't have to have a membership. So I picked one that was free. So all I did was go on it, hover over it, and I clicked it. I just click it once with a little click, and look at that. It showed up in my canvas. Woo! So I could just save this and I could share it. If I didn't want to change anything, like this is too overwhelming, I could just say, okay, I'm done. I'm going to save this. So all I would do is I would see this down arrow button down here where I'm up at the top right-hand corner. I just download it to a PNG or a JPEG, which is simply what kind of photo do I want it to be? Do I want it to be a high quality image? Do I want it to be a small size? I could go there. The other things are really irrelevant at the moment, unless I wanted to print something. Unless I wanted to print, I could do a PDF. So that would become important if I was doing a flyer that I wanted to print or something. But for right now, I'm just going to do a PNG, but I could do a PNG or a JPEG. I know this is language. You're like, what the hell? And then now, right now on this, they have done a tricky thing on here. They've kind of said, well, you know what? There are things on this that cost something. So for right now, it's not free. I'd have to pay for it. So just so you know, I'm going to show you how you can get everything for free. That if I downloaded it, I'd have to pay a little bit. So, and you may want to do that, maybe like 50 cents or something. It's pretty cheap. But for right now, I'm going to show you how to make it all free. So I'm going to make it bigger. So it's really small. And I'm going to show you why it's charging you something. There are hearts on here that have, can you see that little tiny Canva? I'm going to make it bigger. See that little Canva?
Yeah.
That's that's them sneakily putting in something. And I don't say sneakily, I mean, they're trying to make money. We all are. Everybody's got to buy toilet paper. So they are saying, you know what, this costs something because there are images on this template that you have to pay for. So what I would do is just go in there and delete them all and find ones that are free. Okay, so that being said, I want to just, I'm getting way above myself. So, okay, so here, if I loved this, I wanted to get rid of all these images, I would just, the ones that you have to pay for, I would just take my cursor and I'd scroll over the heart that says Canva and I make it bigger. There they are. See that one? I would just hover it and then I would delete it. I just hit my delete button. Delete, bye-bye. So that's gone. And there's probably another one. Oh yeah, there's one here. That one, I'm just going to delete it. Bye-bye. Okay. And there's no other ones, I don't think. I can make it back smaller so I could see it. And now if I try to download it, look, I could download it. It's free. There's no thing. So if I downloaded it, I just download it. You see it going down there, PNG, untitled design. You've got your design. Yay. And look, it went down to my, down here, my untitled design. I could open it when it's done. It's going to save it right to my computer desktop. There's also an app for those of us who like an app. And then here it is. I could save this. I save this to my computer. I could share this wherever I want it to be shared. Social media, whatever. Okay. However, I wouldn't do that because it's still not me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this whole thing to be me. So more like myself. So for me to simply change this photo is super easy. So all I'm going to do is anytime I want to change anything is hover over whatever it is I want to. So I bring my cursor over and I just hover. And if I wanted to change this font, say Happy Valentine's Day, I click it. And now you see the box became outlined and there's all these little circles. There's a line. And I could go to the corner where there's a little circle and I could make this, I want to make it bigger. I'll just drag it open and it makes it big. Say I wanted to change the font and I wasn't happy with the font. Basically just highlight it, just touch it, click it. And I would click this up at the top. It says wonderful brand. That's what they chose as their font. I could click on it. Whoop, and it shows over on the left in my choices. Now I could pick a bajillion different fonts. Maybe I'll pick this one, Bukhari script. Very easy to change. Yay. How are we doing so far?
It looks to be user-friendly.
Yeah, super easy. So now, okay, I like this font. Oh, somebody's just coming. Let me bring them in. So now I'm like, okay, yay, I like this font, but look at how it went over this to my friends. I can't have that. So what I want to do is move it. So I'm going to go on it. I'm going to click it. I'm actually going to grab it, click it. Like I'm holding my left cursor down and and actually I need to highlight it differently. And I'm actually pulling it down. So I'm pulling it where I want it to go. Yay, I like it right there. Okay, so I'm let go of my clicker. Okay, so now I'm going to change this photo because that's not me. So I could go to my left again. I'm going over to the left. I see my photos. If you click on photos, you could pull up different photos that they have, but you know, sometimes you want to grab up something they have, but sometimes you want to pull up something that is you. So, oops, I didn't mean to click on that. So I want to upload something from my own computer. So see the upload button, I go there, I click it. I want to upload media. So I'm going to grab, I don't know, here. I'm going to grab, I did a photo shoot the other day. I'm going to grab this one. So I just clicked it and now it's uploading it right into Canva. I like how they have this little thing over here. It's like, we are almost there. Now it's ready. So I am going to take this photo and I'm going to put it over here where these two gals are. So I would highlight where I want it to go, click it, and then grab this photo. Just go to the photo and I click it. Now it came over. Oh, I clicked it twice. Sorry, I'm going to get rid of that one on top. I clicked it. See how it didn't go in the right spot? That's okay, because I could just grab it and move it around and yay, it went in the right spot. Except you see how I'm cut off, so I don't like it like that. So I would just click it. Now I'm going to crop it and I'm going to move it. So I can only move it a certain amount because of the size of my actual photo, but I like it like that. So I'll go here. Now it's done. And now it's in the same kind of arch that the other people's picture was, but they're not there anymore. And then I can go down to the font down here to say, you are an incredible client. I love working with you. All I'm doing is I just clicked on it. I deleted what it was, and then the cursor came up. It's just like typing on your computer. I love working with you. And then I'm done that. I just stop. And then up here, now it would be weird because I'm just talking to this person here, right? So it'd be weird for me to say to my client, to my friends. So I'm going to change this. So all I do is highlight it. I could delete the whole thing and just say to my special client. Ta-da! Done. And then all I would do, I like it like this. I could, oh yeah, no, I don't really love it. So I want to make a new heart. So I'm going to highlight the heart. I would copy it. So I want to make another heart. Copy and then paste it. And all I do is highlight it, drag it over to where I want it to go. Looks like it looks good there. I'm going to grab this heart too. I copy it, paste. It always pastes it right beside the other one. And then you have to move it. So I just grab that and pull it over here. Look, I could put it wherever I want. I could make like 50 of these hearts. Copy, paste. Where'd it go? Where'd my heart go? I don't know. Copy and paste. There it is. So I could put a whole bunch of different hearts, and all of these hearts are free because they don't say Canva on it. And now I've got a whole new thing. So now what would I do if I said, okay, I'm done with this. I want to share it to this client. What would I do next?
Save.
Well, you know what's cool about the program is it always saves it like in Canva. So I don't ever have to save it officially. However, I want to save it where? Maybe that's what you meant.
On your desktop?
Yeah, I personally save them all to my desktop because then I could grab them wherever I need to. Now you can see here, it says publish to Facebook. You could publish to Facebook directly, but you have to connect your accounts and do all that. And I actually just created a free account. So I have exactly what you guys have. So I don't have anything connected. But if you wanted to just publish it directly to Facebook, you could, or just save it to your computer. So I would just do the little grab bar. I would download it because I got to get it off of Canva and put it on my computer.
Right.
Yeah. And now it's going, see, it's uploading or downloading over here on my bottom left. And now I could go into my email and I could save it, or I could, for this particular person, she doesn't have email. It's just my type of client that I work with. So I would actually probably print this. I would maybe even save it as a PDF for her. And I would print it and I would probably turn it into a card and I'd bring it to her when I work with her next, which is a nice thing, beautiful thing to do for, especially for my population. She would think I was so fantastic because she'd be like, wow, you made this especially for me. And I really did, but it took me, a little bit longer because I'm showing you the steps, but just really nice thing to do. Okay. What do you think so far?
It's not as intimidating as I thought it might be. It's sort of familiar to me in some respects, like there is a similar program that I've worked with, but I can't recall what it is. So yeah, this is helpful to see that it's available for so nominal a fee. or even at times free, which is perfect.
I agree. It's somewhat familiar. What I really love are your hints and tips around not having to pay. And I love that I can copy images that are free and move those around. So that'll definitely be one of my big takeaways today.
Awesome. Does anyone else have any thoughts? Would you, or would you like to create something next for yourself?